This is the Boeing 737-900, the Ultimate mod. Doesn't have the split scimitar yet, but it has a different interior than all the other planes, which I like the fact that they did that, so I can set up my wing views and things like that. And let's get a quick tour of the cabin real quick. Cabin's got seat back pocket. Seat back has got the screens on all of them. The interior is beautifully done. The lighting in the interior is beautifully done. The galleys are beautifully done. It's got a business class up front. Yep. So like here, I think is like economy plus here, comfort plus. Seats stop right here. That's comfort plus seats. And up here, you have your business class or first class, whichever it is. But it's beautiful. Got your curtains here you could pull. Look at stuff. And a couple more things I want to show you. Doors are here. Jump seats there. Let's bring up this thing here, which is awesome. Make it smaller, because with the ground ops you can do a couple of things. You can open and close all the doors, which we're going to do here. Let me just reduce the size of this. Come on. Come on. There you go. Alright. Cool. So if I wanted to open this door, just click on this. Open. And there goes the door. And it's animated really, really nice. You can do the same thing with this door over here. There goes the door. Even the handle is modeled. And it looks really good from outside. I'm going to go ahead and open the back door. Show you guys the doors open. And I'm going to go also and bring out the catering. I'm going to do baggage 1 and 2. Open up, bring up the loaders 1 and 2. And bring up the catering truck 1 and catering truck 2. So when you look at it, it's got the full complementary set of catering, loaders, and everything like that. And if you're in the airplane, you can literally go see the catering truck. There's a catering truck right there. It's not open, but it's there, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so that's what we've opened up. So let's go ahead and start setting up this airplane. Close that. And let's ground handling is good. Alright, let's close that up. We're cold and dark. And ground power is available, but let's go ahead and flip on the batteries on. Standby power. Emergency lights can come on. And give it some power. Awesome. Fire up this airplane real quick. Let's align the IRSs. Nav modes. DC is coming. Same thing here. Alright, 5 minutes to align. No problem. Let's come over here to the FMC real quick. Put that in. Pause in it. Page 2. Copy. Paste it there. KMIA. And we're going to do Miami to Atlanta. Okay, so we got our route in. We're going to come back and put everything else in. Let's go to the menu real quick and start loading up this airplane. Start the cargo loading and the passenger. There you go. That's cool. Gear handle needs to be stowed properly. Not sure it defaults this way whenever you load this airplane. So parking brake set, gear handle is down, which is good. Let's turn on our no smoking sign. Go to steady on the position lights. And what's the temperature? Temperature is not bad, actually. 23 degrees. Let's start the APU while we're at it. 1, 2, 3. APU should be firing up. Should be hearing that soon. And we'll turn on the window heat also. Listen to those passengers stream on this airplane. This is pretty good. And let's get the ATIS 119.15. Baby's crying in the background. You can hear the APU firing up. Listen to that. Oh, never mind this EFB. It's work in progress, but I can't wait until it's ready.
Miami INT
Visual runway 8 left.
1900.
Turning runway 8 left. 8 right. 9er. Notices to engine. Check current NOTAMs. Operate transponder with mode C on taxiways and runways. All aircraft read back all hold short instructions and assigned altitude. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information alpha. Miami International Airport ATIS information alpha. 00530. Wind 050 at 7. Visibility 10. Light rain. 2,600 scattered. 3,100 broken. 6,500 overcast. Temperature 23. 2.21. Altimeter 3016.
3016.
Approaches are being conducted to parallel runways. Arrivals expect ILS runway 8 right. ILS runway 9. Visual runway 8 left. Departing runways 8 left. 8 right. 9. Notices to airmen. Check current NOTAMs. Operate transponder with mode C on taxiways and runways. All aircraft read back all hold short instructions.
Alright, we have information alpha. Center is 13225. 13225.
Miami International Airport ATIS information.
There we go. Alright, so we got our ATIS. That's good. Alright, ATIS is nice. Gotta...
yeah, no problem. Still 35 before around here.
Still waiting for the IRSs to align. See how much time we have.
Number 504 Romeo Sierra.
Got about 2 minutes left for the alignment on the IRS. Okay. We got a APU available. Switch those over.
Center Delta 30.
APU bleed. Packs already on.
Taxi.
Fly level 360. Let's go ahead and set that real quick. I think that's what we're cleared to. Yep.
Delta 2130.
Window heat is on.
1 left.
Good. We can turn on the galley and the seat power.
Whiskey 1. And altimeter 3018.
Alright, so we're waiting on that. Let's see if we can do some fuel while we await this stuff.
Whiskey 1, 3018 for the altimeter. Delta 2130.
Alright, so based on what we filed in SimBrief, amount of fuel that we need on board is going to be block fuel 1784.
504 Romeo Sierra to Hilton Head Airport. Via radar vectors Headley. Hotel Echo Delta Lima Yankee. Direct correct
17.8 basically.
Charlie Romeo Golf. Dennis File. Maintain 2000.
Okay, our payload for this trip
10 minutes after the
It's going to be
departure. Departure
42.3.
frequency 132.25. Squawk 4515.
And zero fuel weight is 134, 133. That's good. We'll work with that. Good to go. So weight and fuel is in.
Under November 504, Roman Derek clear to Wilson Head Airport, right of record assembly.
And let's go to the menu. Alright, good. And let's just call for clearance on this. Make sure everything we filed is good. As soon as he gets done with this guy, we'll call for clearance. Get that set up. But with the 900, you could tell we got the
November 4 Romeo Sierra, spec file level
DirecTV humps on
24010.
the Wi-Fi stuff is here. So I like that. It's good. And a couple more things I'll show you guys in a little bit. But full complement of catering trucks, all that stuff. It's just nice.
November 4 Romeo Sierra, read that correct. Expect the runway 9 or left for departure. Advised ready to taxi.
Expect the 9 or left for departure and all one way set. I will forward here.
November 258 Bravo Golf. Welcome to Opalaka taxi to FBS straight ahead.
Taxi BO is straight ahead, 258 Bravo.
Miami Center Delta 2806 requesting IFR clearance to Atlanta.
Delta 2806 Miami Center clear to Atlanta. Headley to departure then is filed. Miami did accept by level 360. 10 minutes after departure. Frequency 132.25. Squawk 4516.
Clear Atlanta, Headley to Headley, and as file climb via the SID. Expect flight level 360, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 13225, squawk 4516, Delta 2806.
Expect runway 8 right for departure. And start your discretion. Advise ready to taxi. Miami information Alpha current.
8 right for departure. Will advise ready to taxi. Do have Alpha on board. Delta 2806. Alright, so we got everything that we requested for filing this route, and we can go ahead and put that in. Let's just put it in real quick and see. Route page. Miami to Atlanta. Next, we're going to do Headley HEDLY.
4225.
Headley. Then J81.
I'm with you, level 350.
Then J81 VQQ.
Center. Good evening. Ident.
And then J81 again.
Identity.
Then Chesson. And CHESN. HESN. LAIRI, Larry.
American 4521 radar contact. 100 miles west.
And then Lars, LARZZ.
Welcome aboard.
I think you're making
Activate that. Pretty cool. We're going to do the departure. He said 8 right for departure with the Headley 2 departure. Headley 2 SID, 8 right. And arrival in Atlanta. Basically, SimBrief is saying that we're going to be landing on 27 right. So let's head up for 27 right in the Jedi 2. Lars. 26, 27 right. Execute. Let's do MCAP. There we go. Alright, so we can go through the legs here and make sure that we have everything correct. The flight plan page. And basically we're taking off 8 right. Then we follow the SID, which is a left turn all the way up, going straight up Florida, Orlando, and descend down into Atlanta. Downwind. Okay, we're good to go. We are good to go. So I am confident in our flight plan that it's good. Go back to map mode. 5 miles on that. Alright. Not much left to do. And because we got fuel, we got flight plan, let's make a quick announcement, let the passengers know. Welcome them aboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the flight deck, welcome aboard our flight today. We're wrapping up the final paperwork here to get your way momentarily. I want to thank you so much for your company and business. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Again, welcome aboard.
Miami 2130.
Alright.
Ready for takeoff.
Delta 2130, tempo 109010, press 17. I don't really want left, or takeoff.
Runway 1 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 130.
Alright, so everything is all set up to go. Let's go to legs page and bring on all the fuel pumps. We're going to need that. Bring in electrical pumps. We're going to need that. We have flight level already set in here. We can hear the pumps kicking in. It sounds so good. And let's go outside and get rid of all the catering stuff. We don't need that anymore. Ground ops. We could get rid of catering truck 2, catering truck 1. The loaders we can get rid of. Baggage. And then we can close these 2 doors. 1, 2. Alright, doors are closing. Alright, come on, front door. To close you. Yeah, close that. Are you gonna close or no? There we go. Alright, awesome.
Miami Center American 40.
That's the ultimate. And as a matter of fact, we could close the front door here. Let's jump back in the cockpit.
American 1540, Miami Squawk 4517, 457.
And let's walk to this door and close it.
517 Squawk.
See the animation one more time. Close that door. Here it comes. Doors are closed. Nice. I love this, man. This EFB stuff is good. Alright. Once they get it active on here, it's gonna be killer. And let's set up the pushback. Plugging. Better pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Where do I want to go? I think we're gonna be taxiing this way. Yeah. To 8. Perfect.
Ground to cockpit.
Delta
Tow is coming up.
2130.
Alright, let's sit these passengers down and get the doors closed.
Delta 2130. Radar contact, stay altitude.
Delta 2130, passing 1,100.
Delta 2130, climb and maintain 2000, turn left heading 270.
Alright.
Now we maintain 1,2000.
And let's close up the doors.
heading,
Let's do
270,
anti-collision
Delta
on.
2130.
And transponder.
American 1540, radar contact 10 miles southeast, Melbourne VUR. Welcome aboard on course.
4516. There we go. 4516. Good. Alright.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
And she's going to close the door. Watch this. Flight attendant actually closes the door. Nice. That's pretty cool.
Delta 2130, continue
That's all
left,
automatic.
turn heading 180. Proceed direct Gandhi. Join the Gandhi 7 departure on
Alright, we
course.
did this quick, but I think we did this right. I think we're all set up. Set up
Continue
the
left
climb
turn,
speed
heading
here.
180, then proceed direct.
Ah, I didn't put in a
Gandhi,
cruise
proceed on
altitude,
course,
did I?
Delta 2130.
No, I didn't do the perf. Almost forgot. Reserves was 2.3. Cost index on this flight. Almost forgot to set this up.
disconnected and bypass been inserted. Release parking brake.
One moment, sir. Cost index on this is 7. And cruise altitude is 360. The cruise wind on this flight is going to be 276, 75 knots. Almost forgot to put this in. And temperature is going to be minus 38
Center, November 504, airline taxi.
Fahrenheit. There we go. 18,000 feet transition is perfect. Outside temperature is good.
504 Romeo Sierra
We're going
runway
to derate to
9 or
that.
left.
Flat
Taxi
5
via
takeoff.
November 6th, November. Opelot altimeter 3016.
And CG. It's going to be 24.0, 4.98 on the trim, 141, 142, 150. So our climb out speed is going to be 165. Let's set that up here. Alright, let's release parking brake, get out of here.
Start stack. And you may start engine.
Miami Center, good evening.
There goes
Bird
our pushback.
1225 heavy. Radio check, please.
Yeah,
Roger,
Alright,
thank you very much.
and we can kill the packs. And start engine 2. And let's see, we do have a rotation on the N1, which is good. Listen to the startup sounds there. And we can give it some fuel. Perfect. Introduce the fuel there. 5,000 feet is going to be the top altitude in this SID. Start a cutout. And we can start engine 1. Make sure it's starting properly. Engine 1's turning over. Alright, and we can give it fuel when it gets to 22. Introduce fuel. There we go.
American 15 will be across 8 at 7,000. Miami altimeter 3016. So the heat at or above 10,000
good to
for
go.
American 1540.
Start a cutout on engine number 1, which is good.
There's heat at 7,000 confirmed.
And our takeoff heading is going to be 096. Just set that real quick. 092, I should say. Alright. Engine 1 is good, engine 2 is good.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Alright, sir. Parking brake set. Good to go.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
And once the parking brake's set, we can go ahead and turn on the pitot heat. Turn off the APU bleed, turn on the engine bleed. Turn on the packs. Set engines to continuous. Kill the APU, shut that down. And we can bring on our yaw damper. Good, perfect. So the overhead is set up. And we can go to flap 5. And make sure that our flaps are coming down. Here comes our flaps.
And Miami 10's American foot back to 1.
There we go.
Again, 4521.
And bring on the flight
Do you want
directors.
us to start descent VFX before arrival, or will we wait for your instructions?
Time and have a safe flight.
Yes, sir. See you next time. I'll look for your
American
signal on the left.
4521. Let's go ahead and maintain 10,000.
Alright, and we can check our flight controls.
301.
Left, right, down, up,
Progress car at 10,000.
rudder.
And thanks for answering American 4521.
Alright, rudder is set. We're good to go there.
Delta 2130, kilometer maintain 17,000.
And tow truck with the pin. Thank you very much, sir.
Maintain 17,000.
Good deal.
2130.
Alright, we can turn on our taxi lights. Make sure the trim is set 4.9. Yep, trim is perfect. And we can turn off this. Good to go. Alright, quick setup there. Recall checked. Everything is good. Altitude is set and bleeds are on. Lights are on. Taxi light is on. Altitude is set. And let's call for taxi.
504 Romeo Sierra Squawk 1 Charlie.
That's fun, calling my bad, for
And Miami Center, Delta 2806, ready for taxi.
Delta 2806, runway 8 right, taxi via November, Mike 1.
November, Mike 1, Delta 2806. So basically we're going straight ahead. We're already on November taxiway.
504 Romeo Sierra.
And Mike 1 is at the end of the runway. So
050 at 12.
let's do it.
Fly heading 360. Runway 9 or left, clear takeoff.
360, and so take off on the runway 9.
Here we go as we roll out.
504 runway 0.
Alright, so this is the 900. And similar to the 800 NG. Except we got this EFB that they're working on. Hopefully they'll have this ready soon so we can do everything on it. Also, it has this, which I love. There you go, look at that. That's your heads-up display, which is pretty awesome. Is it working fully yet? No. It's not instituted properly yet, but it's there. You could do a 2D version of it and see the heads-up display and how it works, but I want it in 3D, so we'll stow it away here. Good. It's out of the way. That works.
American 8377, Miami Center, Squawk 4520.
Doesn't have the split scimitars yet, but that's coming, but it does have the Wi-Fi antennas on top. And the TV antenna, which is pretty cool.
November 504 Romeo Sierra, radar contact, altitude.
Beautiful airplane. Nice. And we're veering off the taxiway here.
4 Romeo Sierra, kilometer maintain.
Also, one more thing I want to show you earlier.
Continue left turn heading 340.
It has a seat back, which shows you the outside temperature, the ground speed, and everything. We'll show you that in flight, but it's pretty accurate. It works. And all the seats have that. Let me just concentrate on taxiing the airplane here properly. We got to set this to RTU, by the way.
504 Romeo Sierra, continue left turn heading 340. Proceed right at the on course.
Alright, 340.
So we're going to taxi all the way to the end here. I think we are going the right way. Yes, we're heading west. We're going to take off east. Not bad.
American 8377, Miami Center, Squawk 4520, 4520.
4520 box, American 8377.
this taxi's under its own power. Give it a little bit of gas and air. Ground speed 22 knots right now, which is pretty good. Might want to recalibrate my my joystick pedals here. It's all over the place.
Delta 2130, cross the warp, got to maintain 10,000, 2509, climbing altimeter 3016.
Cross warp, out of maintain 10,000, 250 knots.
Alright, I'm slow down taxiway. 25 knot taxi is a fast taxi. It's usually what Southwest does. Alright, and we can arm the LNAV and VNAV for guidance for now. We'll hand flight as much as we can. And let me just check one thing with the clouds here. Almost forgot. Had this earlier. Go to plugins, plugin admin, enable disable. Alright, let's slow it down. Make sure I'm not running Xenviro. Not Xenviro, SkyMax, which I am. Yep. That's how my frame's a tank. I gotta take out SkyMax Pro, definitely. And let me also make sure that I'm running FS Global Real Weather.
November 504, Romeo Sierra on board.
Alright, so I'm going to start the weather transfer from FS Global Real Weather. It's going to take a while. It might hit the frames a little bit. It's one thing I'm going to have to remember to do from now onwards going forward. Alright, start the clock. From here, call up tower, let me know we're ready for 8 right. Armed, speed brakes, landing lights can come on, runway turn off lights, and strobe can come on, warn the flight attendants. And let me just stop here for a sec. I gotta recal my joystick. I don't like the way it feels. Let's set this. Let's do that. Yep, they needed to be recalibrated. Good, it's better. Perfect. All right. That's my runway over here. So line up. And Miami Center, Delta 2806. I'm holding short, runway 8 right.
American 2806, Miami wind 05087. RNAV Hanoi, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 2806. Alright. 7 knot, quarter to the left side wind, not bad. Let's line this up properly here. Alright, clock's running. Line it up with the runway. And I guess we could do a roll-in takeoff. Yeah, there's a light rain going on. Let me just see if precip is set on this. Give me a second, guys. To apologize here. Advance. Other config. Next. Next. Windshield effect is on. Okay, good. Alright. Auto throttle armed. Let's line this up properly with the taxiway. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing a windshield effect on this. Let's turn on the weather radar. N1. Checked.
Breaking for section 1, 1 turn landing runway for taking.
B1, rotate.
Rotate. Bringing those up nice and gently.
21, that's runway 8 right.
Come on.
I think that was runway 8 right.
Positive.
Bring in. 3521.
Gears coming up. And we're out of Miami. We can set the trim.
Delta 2806, ready for contact now.
1,000.
1,000 feet, Delta 2806.
2806, armament Tampa 360 on course.
360 on course, Delta 2806. Alright, so we get cleared up to altitude. We'll change that here in a sec. Let's just monitor our departure here as we climb out over Miami, which is beautiful. Alright, 2,000 feet a minute is good. On course, out of Miami. Beautiful there. Nice. And we're following the flight directors, hand flying it out of here. It's raining slightly. Beautiful. Alright. Start making that left turn out.
1,000 to go.
Bring up flaps. We're up to flap 1 right now. Speed's good. We're still hand flying it. Let's increase the altitude to 12,000. We'll change that later on. Full flap up. Watch our speed. Wow, beautiful. Speed's good. Alright, still hand flying this in IMC. You can see a little bit of the ground. Good. Nice.
Miami still good.
Pay attention to flying.
56, of course,
Alright, here we go.
Oregon had 56, 5% period,
Clouds are not bad. For default, get the nose up. There we go.
American 45 from 1, descend in main.
17,000.
Alright. Alright, 7,000 feet. Let's hand it over to the autopilot so I can watch the climb rate and the speed. Good. And watch us climb out of Miami.
American 9.
Sudden weather change there, but I'll take it.
Airport. Headly 2 departure, then is filed on me by level 3701.
Get a little bit of a glimpse of Miami Beach as we climb out.
32.25. About 4, 5.
That is pretty. I think this is ZL18 ortho you're looking at right here. Golf course down on Miami Beach.
American Advocate 60 back runway
And that's
88
downtown
right,
Miami
departure.
here. That's the
Start
airport
your
we just
inspection,
came out of.
clouds ready to taxi.
Pretty cool. That's Opelika Airport. Let's pay attention to flying this airplane. All right, coming up on 10,000 feet. Let's get our cruise altitude to flight level 260 for now.
November 504 Romeo Sierra.
Speed's gonna climb. Good. And we can turn off the taxi, runway turn off, landing lights can come off. We can put this to auto. Make sure that the cabin is climbing. Cabin rate is climbing, which is good. Cabin temperature is decent. Good. It's in auto.
Good underground 2000 for 504 Romeo Sierra.
Ah, beautiful climbing out of Miami, man. Awesome. Look at that.
American 4521. Flight heading 110 vectors for the approach.
That's a beauty here. All right. We can set the landing gear to off. Awesome. All right, and we are on our way. That's Fort Lauderdale Airport right there. So we're just crossing Fort Lauderdale. We need a good payware airport for Fort Lauderdale. This is all default stuff. Plus there's a new gate right here for Southwest. But we are climbing up the coast.
American 8377 cross God at maintain.
And you can tell right here, see the altitude climbing, outside temperature right now, ground speed, and headwind that we have.
Copy of Twitter, Miami, ready 237.
And we're going to head out into the Everglades here. Very nice. Very nice.
504 Romeo expect visual runway 1 left on the.
And those engines sound good.
Visual 10 left, full upon the 504
It's got a wing flex. It's not bad. Alright, where are we at? 16,000 feet and climbing. We had our climb speed 270. Let's just take it up to 360. We got clearance to go up. And that's our final cruise altitudes. Alright. And I do admire these clouds. Absolutely do. These are just a modded default cloud called Cloud Art, Soft Cloud Art. Alright, transition altitude over to standard. Over to standard. And we can turn off the auto brakes too. I think we're coming up to, we go over Palm Beach here in a sec. This right here is the 737-900 Ultimate. Awesome. I would pay somebody to write a script to get rid of the weather load, the cloud reload, and the sim. If they can, I would love it. Other than that, these clouds are nice. I like them.
Miami 7, Brickyard 4051, looking for clearance to Key West.
Brickyard 4451, Miami Center with Key West. Intermittent P2 departure then 5, Miami State accept 14,000, 1 German tax departure, frequency 132.25, spot 452.
You were cleared to Key West. Immediate mandate 2, climb via the SID. 14-14,010. Departures with you were Spartan 4522. Backyard 4451.
Yard 4451, read back correct. Expect runway 8 right departure.
Look at that cloud front, man.
Flight rated taxi, expect 8 right. 4451.
Delta 2130, descend to maintain 10,000. Descend to 2130. 504 Romeo Sierra, turn right 10 degrees.
Right 10 degrees for number 5.
I gotta tell you also, these clouds are very good on frames. Frame rates are pretty decent with these clouds. And I have to make a mental reminder to remove SkyMax Pro from the sim altogether. I'm going to be rocking these default clouds for a while. Definitely.
504
Like
Romeo Sierra, it's going to maintain 2,000 expedite.
And if I make things out, then we will expect that in November 504 here.
Ladies and gentlemen, from flight deck, I will be turning off the seatbelt sign shortly. We've got a top-notch cabin crew to serve you, and they should be able to begin that great service very soon.
Delta 2130, altimeter 3016, expect ILS runway 9er approach. ILS runway 9er approach, 3016 with altimeter 2130. 504 Romeo Sierra Airport 12 o'clock, 10 miles, report Hilton site.
Oh, we have to start from November 504 here.
504 Romeo Sierra runway 1011, clear visual approach runway 1011.
Clear visual approach 1011 for 410.
This is exactly what it looks like flying out of South Florida. Just flying up close to the coast. Exactly what it looks like. Ortho scenery is just so unbelievable. Look at all the farmland. This is where all your oranges and orange juice comes from, Florida.
In American 94, November.
Yep.
Chicago, Texas.
American 956 runway 8 right. Taxi via November Mike 1.
November like 1 to 8 right. American 956.
4 Romeo Sierra, Palm Beach, wind 08015, runway 10 left to the land.
Copy Williams and 10 left to the land for 4
And I like that the RG mod has different textures. So there's 3 different textures for this plane. RG mod textures, Ultimate mod textures. Ultimate mod's got a little darker cockpit too. Not as dark as the RG mod, but definitely darker than the standard. Let me hop over to the co-pilot seat here. Look out the right window. Daytona Beach. Yeah. Okay, this is what I don't understand. Should have some kind of weather here. Huh. Let's see, give it 5 minutes when the weather changes again. Maybe it's just the METAR outside. It's pretty clear. Alright, 4,000 to go to top a climb, and we'll see how long we have in a cruise. Not bad. Takes about, what, 18 minutes?
Delta 2130.
20 minutes to get to
Fly heading
top of climb.
110 vectors.
It's not bad. Good climb performance.
Fly heading 110 vectors for the approach 2130.
This is over. We're over Lake Okeechobee, I think. Main water supply for South Florida. Yep, we're over the lake.
Miami 7 November, Congress, Ventura, right.
Five zero on Pascal, welcome to Palm Beach. Taxi to SDL via Lima, November.
Okay, taxi to the SDL line in November 4, November 504,
I mean, share cross runway 14.
and cross for Ventura.
30 and then maintain 3,000.
D7 maintain 3,000, 130.
American 4521, welcome to Miami, take your location straight ahead.
So you're trying to put it on okay.
Maritime 56, wind 0409, gust 16, Arnett Sonoy, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Looks like we got some turbulence
do the
here.
picture
A
of
little bit
it
of
very well,
turbulence.
American Atlantic.
Delta 2130, turn right heading.
Right 180, 2130.
Yeah, it's bumpy up here. Airplane is swaying back and forth. Alright, so we are at our cruising altitude.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, we'll level off now at our cruising altitude. We're going to go ahead and turn off the fasten seatbelt sign. I'd like to kindly ask if you are saving your seats to keep those seatbelts comfortably fastened for your safety.
Miami 7 November 504,
No ETC delays either.
thank you for the Mexican landing,
We're staying
and
quiet up here. Have you enjoyed the flight and the service? Once again, welcome aboard.
Nice. 36,000 feet, minus 50 C outside. Ground speed of 538 miles per hour.
Everything
35 knot
1800
headwind.
knots.
It's pretty cool. Let's turn off fast seatbelt signs. Seatbelt signs are off.
Delta 2130, turn left heading 090.
Left 090, 2130. Miami Center, American 2600, Monkey picked up 5R.
Yeah, let's get some lights on the FMC.
American 2690, Miami Center, 10 Northwest. Delta 2130, your left turn heading 360.
Can't wait for them to get this thing working, man.
Left turn heading 30.
It's gonna be nice.
Miami Center, good. American 1459. View ready. Copy.
Get it to
IFR
Mach
to
180, speed into
Dallas.
Alright, so we're at cruise.
American
So
1497, Miami Center, West.
got 283 miles top of descent.
I apologize, number 2.
So we're looking at about
4451 or exact.
25 minutes top of descent.
Yard 4451, runway 8 right, head to
Is that correct?
November, Mike 1.
2108.
We see
Zulu.
November Mike 1,
We're at
Victor
2046. So that's 24 minutes plus 8. Yeah. About 32 minutes top of descent. Alright, it's not a bad flight time. That's because we have a 35 miles an hour tailwind, which is good. 35 knot tailwind, I should say. Doing 488 over the ground, which is good.
Correct. Expect runway 8 right for departure. Push and start your expression about 30%.
We'll go for section. This is on
In 2135 miles from grid, turn right heading 060, 3000, establishing localizer.
Now I'd like to know what's going on with the weather here. Alright.
Clear Alice from 9
FSGRW, don't screw with me with the weather. Manually configure, clouds preset, good.
And right, contain 3000 until established. Delta 2130.
American
Right, showing.
8016, expect less runway 8.
Hey, right, copy out there,
American 1497, 30,000. Again, the wind code to departure is filed on the frequency.
Alright, I'm going to stop Flight Simpler where we were at, and I'm going to download the weather again and push it to the sim and see if that makes a difference. It's just not loading up the clouds properly.
Alrighty, quick to the Miami correction, Dallas International Airport as filed, Winco to departure, Winco transition. Time via the 5th, expect flight level 38010 minutes after departure. Departure will be with U-132.25 and one more time, sir.
Squawk 4524, 4524.
4524 for American 1497.
United 67 read, that's correct. Expect runway 8 right for departure. Push and start your discretion about ready to taxi my information. Bravo.
Alright, we'll call for taxi, and we'll get grab Bravo, American 1497.
National Aircraft Formation, we'll be right back.
There's the weather push. Wow. It's kind of drastic. Okay, now we have clouds. So there's a little bit of hiccup in my setup here. For some reason, every now and again, it doesn't push the weather the way it's supposed to. The weather changes, but clouds come in, and all of a sudden, boom, I have clouds. It's not good. Not good at all. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's playing out of control. And there the weather goes again. Back to explain default weather. Why is that? Something is going on. That doesn't make sense. Huh.
Miami Center is now back. Delta 2130. I'm the wind group.
Alright, let's do this. Let's
runway
Slot
niner.
flight sim global wheel weather. I just love the passenger sounds in the F mod. It sounds so good. It really, really, really does. Alright, I'm going to modify our arrival runway here into Atlanta. We should be running on the left runway, not the right runway. Right runway is for takeoff, so we need to do 27 left. And make it sliver. Make it wrong transition. Execute. Legs. Make sure everything is set up for it. Yeah, we are. Good. Good. And so that's going to change our frequency to 108.5 to 75. Alright, that's going to be our landing frequency for the ILS if we need it. There we go, good to go. Alright, I did turn off Flight Sim Global Real Weather. I just want to check this and put it on match real world conditions. It's going to download, and when it does, it's going to kick the sim around one last time. There it is right there. Okay, not a problem. At least we get some clouds, which is more realistic. Hopefully it stays that way and not change anymore. Else something is going on with the sim itself. And now we have a headwind. It's crazy. So FSGRW is saying we had a tailwind. This is saying we have a headwind. Not liking that, but hey, we'll roll with it for now. Alright, 15 minutes to descent. We can live with that. We're good. There are lots more features that come with the 737 Ultimate 900 here. The night lighting in the cabin is awesome. They have LED lights, like 3 or 4 different colors you can use, and set up the side walls, the overhead. The lighting here is good. So that's one thing to look out for in this plane. And all is said and done. So there's a bunch of stuff. I mean, even the galley in the back, I like the way they model it. It's pretty accurate. Yep. Galley is nice. I think the weather shifted again. Yeah, it did. What's up, Yusuf, LA? Thanks for joining me, man. You have a Flight Simulator X demo, not yet upgraded to premium. So you have a FSX demo. Well, I'll tell you this much, if that's what you really have, it's good practice, but given the time it takes to set up all these different sims to the way you like it, go ahead and get an X-Plane 10 demo if you don't have it. And with the X-Plane 10 demo, you'll see the differences with it. You'll see how beautiful it can be when it's all said and done. And a lot of things in the community is good. For instance, this plane is a freeware airplane. This is very free to use. So if you don't have X-Plane 10, X-Plane 11, go ahead and grab it. You will definitely like it. Guaranteed. But welcome aboard, man. Hit that subscribe button, that like button. Appreciate it. And you get to know when I'm streaming. Thanks for joining me. Alright, so it's confirmed, folks. Looks like there's something going on with the sim itself. Why it's kicking out the real world weather and going back to some kind of default. Not sure why that is, but it's doing that. So something's going on with the sim, but it's all good. Nice clouds though. Yeah, it's definitely a different cabin, Yusuf. It's a nicer cabin, put it that way. Cabin is way nicer in this plane. Let me just pull this Atlanta ATIS here. Make sure it's the same. Atlanta ATIS is 12555.
To airmen. Alert activity in the vicinity of airport. Land and hold short operations in effect. On receipt of your ATC clearance, please bank only star code. Include call sign or prefix. Pre-departure clearances do not require a refix. Please bank all hold short instructions. Attention all airmen. Hazardous weather information for Atlanta area available from Hazardous Flight Weather Advisory Service, or Flight Service. Control or sign runway with taxi instructions. Departure is expect unmanned off the ground. Operate transponder with nose Charlie on the ramp, taxiways, and runways. Include your call sign in the refix. Upon receipt of your ATC clearance, refix only your squad code. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information golf.
Information golf.
Atlanta International Airport Data Information Golf. 01520. Webcom. Visibility 9. View clouds at 7,000. 25,000 scattered. Temperature 21. Dew point degrees. Altimeter 3024. Simultaneous visual approach is in use. Visual approach runway 26 right. 27 left. Visual approach runway 28 available on the
Alright,
left.
27 left is good.
Simultaneous departure to use. To runway 26 left. 27 right. Notices to airmen. Alert activity in the vicinity of airport. Land and hold short operations in effect. On receipt of your ATC clearance.
Alright, 119.1 is tower. Alright, so I got all the information. 3024 altimeter, which we have set. We have 27 left set. Yes, Yusuf, I got to reset the altitude here for descent. bring it down to flight level 240 for now. And unlike the Airbus, it will start the descent on its own. Yeah, so we should be descending here in about 5 minutes or so. Yeah, 7 minutes to descent. We'll be going down. Let's see, Atlanta, Jacksonville Center, Atlanta Tower is on 119.1. Do I have that? Yep, 119.1. It's pretty cool. All right. We are all set up for a descent. Just give it a few more minutes, and we'll be going down. Beautiful sky, though. Gotta say that. Yeah, explains dirty smoke. Alright, 40 miles, top of descent. Alright, so descent checklist. Auto brake set to 2. Recall checked. Land altitude check. Briefing check. And let's make the announcements.
Folks from the flight deck, we've started our descent. Should have you on the ground in about 15 minutes. Want to thank you so much for your company and business, and hope to see you again with us sometime very soon.
Nice and clear. Very good deal. Alright, so we're all set up for the descent. And let me just go ahead and turn on the fast seatbelt sign back on. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so basically the descent is pretty straightforward from Lars. Start descending, go straight in, vectors to the left, and then make a left to the right, and make a left turn on the localizer for the runway, do a visual landing. And we're good. I can't wait for them to finish implementing this HUD, man. It's gonna be nice when they do it. think right now you can do Shift 7, I think. And it gives you like a 2D cockpit. But it's not a 3D cockpit. It's 2D cockpit and gives you basic information for the HUD itself. Still have the other one right behind it. You get that, but you can't shift around the cockpit with this up. Gotta literally have to cancel it and come back in. Yeah. So it's not fully implemented yet, but I can't wait for them to do that. So I could try it out. Here comes the VNAV path and profile right there. Plane is descending. Good deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we are just about to begin our descent, and I will be turning on the seatbelt sign shortly. So please return to your seats as soon as you can. Thank you.
Alright, so we're on the VNAV path. Just a little bit above it, but that's fine. Let's bring back some speed brakes just a little bit, just to keep this path going. Keep the speed on the control. At some point I'm going to have to jump back in here and fix this weather again, because it's still keeping at 35 knot tailwind, which is not good. Now a little lower sulfur profile. All right. Make that right turn to Atlanta. Yeah, man. If you can do a shared cockpit, you can jump into the right side seat. You're the co-pilot. Absolutely. Alright, I need the speed brakes to come out. We are overspeeding just a little bit. I also need to reduce the altitude here to 10,000 feet. got the drag, that's good. Legs coming out. And let me try with this weather one more time to see what's going on here. Refresh the weather. There we go. Should have a weather change here shortly. That's better. We're on profile, but we're above speed, so we get the drag out here on the wings. Yeah, we got the drag, that's good. Yeah, definitely this 900 is good, and the sounds are excellent on it. Absolutely. I give it a 9 out of 10 for the sounds. Flight Sim Global Real Weather over X-Enviro. Pretty much, Flight Sim Global Real Weather only injects weather into the sim, like the winds aloft, different layer of clouds. Not the clouds itself, but the depiction of the clouds. And it gives you accurate weather whenever you're flying over different destinations, you know, to and from. So it gives you accurate weather throughout the entire flight. And X-Enviro does that also. What Flight Sim Global Real Weather doesn't do is actually depict the clouds itself. The clouds itself is still generated by the sim, like default clouds, or you can get modded clouds, which is what I was running here earlier. So it's only doing half the job that X-Enviro does, Black Knight. You know, it's only doing the actual real-world weather injection into the sim, but it doesn't do the clouds. So that's the good thing about X-Enviro. It does all of it in one. It does the weather injection, accurate winds aloft, different cloud layers, different weather layers, and it also gives you the actual clouds too. That's X-Enviro does. Flight Sim Global Real Weather does not give you the clouds. The clouds you're going to have to get from somewhere else, like Ultra Weather XP or the default clouds of the sim itself. So that's the difference. But X-Enviro's got too much garbage going on with it, and that's why I pretty much put it aside. It's just not ready. It's almost like it took 10 steps back in beta. And I won't use it again until they have a lot of the shortcomings figured out for it. You know, but as a comparison wise, it only does half the job, but the default clouds are decent enough now that you don't even have to worry about it anymore. You know, they look decent, and plus there's cloud mods out there that give you nice soft clouds and stuff. Alright, coming up to transition altitude, we can actually set this because we're going to be going through the altitude here. 3024. Yeah, right now there's something going on with the weather that it's not generating the clouds it should. It keeps defaulting back to some kind of preset weather. I don't get that. That's the sim that's doing that right now. I don't know why. And every time I go in and try to override it, it's giving me clear weather when it's clearly not clear. If I refresh it, it's going to change. You'll see the wind direction change. And you might get some clouds. And then it defaults back to regular weather. Not sure what's that about. But we'll get spurred in, we'll land it, figure it out on the ground. Alright, let's see. 8,000 feet at Daffy. We could do that. Alright, on speed, on profile. We can put Ian back to speed brakes. We don't need them anymore. And here goes the speed again. Ah, this plane is overspeeding like a mother.
Niner, right back 26 left, with hotel.
Delta 769, runway 26 left, taxi via Golf Echo.
26 left, yeah, via Golf Echo Delta 769.
Alright, Monkey above 11. Walkie, Jedi above 10. Daffy at 8. Okay. Make sure we're still on profile here. Looks like we might be. Daffy at 8,000, definitely. That's where we need to be. Alright, good deal. 8,230 knots. Okay. And what do we have here? Some kind of factory. A little bit more drag. Open up that door. Good deal. Alright, so we're going to contact tower as soon as we get on the ILS here. Gonna make a right at Pogba and pick up the ILS. And to pick up the ILS, we need to be about, let's see, at CJ. We need to be about 5,000 feet at CJ. Okay, no problem. Alright, coming up on 10,000 feet. Turn on the lights here. Ping the cabin, let them know that we're at sterile cockpit. Hey Yusuf, this is a Boeing 737-900. 900 ER, that's what it is. Let's see.
769 left R, wind 1703, RNAV, MPAS, only 26 left. Let's pick up. Copy one's RNAV, MPAS, let's pick up. Higher.
Alright, a little bit more drag. Get the speed on the 250 knots. We're on the 10,000, so we need that to be there. Alright. Pogba is 8, so we need to be at 8.
1,000 to go.
Alright, so I'm going to have to self-vector onto the ILS once you make the right turn. The airport is dead ahead over here. Yep, but we got to make a right, pick up the ILS, and come down and land on it. Alright, CJ, we're going to be at above 5,000. Give me 1 second here, guys.
Atlanta Tower, UPS 1310 with you, final 26 right.
UPS 1310, 1703, runway 26 right, clear to land.
26 right, clear land, UPS 1310.
Delta 769, further agency services are available.
1,000 to
Radar
go.
services are terminated. Change to advisories approved. Have a good flight. Thanks for your help. We'll see you on another time, Delta 769. I'll be in 122.8. Delta 908 Atlanta Tower.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 1890 on the visual for a downwind, runway 27 left.
Delta 1890, Atlanta Tower, continue your arrival. Expect landing clearance 10 miles out.
Roger, and Delta 1890, we're looking to do about a 5-mile base for final. Delta 1890.
Alright guys, sorry about that. Back with you.
Delta 1890, contact
We
me
are
on
set up to intercept the localizer here.
Roger,
I'll
we'll
bring it
contact
in
you
so
on
you guys
final,
can
Delta
see.
1890.
Alright, localizer is going to be coming in. We're below the glide slope at 5,000.
Delta 908, Atlanta Tower. You with me?
And somebody's going to be downwind here, they just said, but I am before him. Atlanta Tower, Delta 2806. I'm going to be joining the 27 left localizer here shortly. We're
2806, wind 1703, runway 27 left, clear to land.
27 left, clear to land, Delta 2806. Alright, perfect. We got clearance to land. We're going to be lining up and localizer here for 27 left. We're below the glide. We have VRR low. We can arm the approach. Good to go.
And UPS 1310.
And we are 15 miles out. We'll keep up the speed 180 knots until about 7 miles out or so.
About
And we'll get
around
used to our
UPS 1310, thank you.
VREF speed, which is going to be what? 149 plus 5. Let's call it 155 is our landing speed. And we got an aircraft here, 10 miles out to our left. He's on the downwind, I think. Yeah, my landing checklist is in my brain, Yusuf. But let's do the landing lights.
All aircraft ready for Atlanta Tower. We're closing in 5 minutes.
And let's warn the flight attendants.
Cabin crew, please prepare cabin.
And we're going to be on the ILS right now, 12 out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach. I'd like to thank all of you for flying with us today. We appreciate the business and we hope to see you again soon. Thank you.
Alright, good to go. Seatbelts are on, landing lights are on, cabin has been alerted. And we're going to lower to our ref speed here at about 10 miles out, I think. So this guy's on a downwind right here. It's about 5 miles out, coming this way. We might be able to see him. Here we go. Yeah, he's off to my left here. Am I going to be able to see him? Yeah, there he is, right there. He's on the downwind. He's going to be... Where is he going? He's not downwind. He's heading the same direction. Okay. Pay attention to my airplane here. Alright, 8 miles out. Let's reduce the speed. Drop the gears. Gear down. Go flap 25 immediately. And keep reducing the speed to 155. Yeah. There we go. 7 miles out. Speed's coming down nicely. And let's arm the speed brakes. Okay, speed brakes armed, gear down, 3 greens. Flap 30. Nope, flap 30 landing, not flap 40. There we go. That's where we at. Perfect. Oh, somebody's on a parallel. Okay, he's on a parallel runway. Look at that. It's a Delta. Nice.
The 18th for the Atlanta Tower. We're going to need you to just swing a...
There he is! Look at that! That's so
left
sweet!
360. You got company traffic
Wow.
on your right. And we're going to land on 26 or 27 left.
Yep.
Roger, can I switch over to 28 for Delta 1890?
Delta 1890, runway 28, clear to land.
28 clear to land, Delta 1890.
Yeah, there he is. He's gonna land on runway 28. Okay, here we go. Gonna be my airplane.
1,000 feet, stable. 1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr.
Good day,
Purchase.
Delta Delta. This is Delta
Okay, auto
908.
throttle off. My airplane.
Delta 908 Atlantic Tower, please cycle your transponder, verify your squawking 7.
Land speed's good. A little bit below the glide.
Continue taxiing Lima Juliet.
Bring the
Mike,
nose up a little bit.
right.
500 checks. Oh, look at the traffic on the road, man.
Mr. Crew 7254 for Delta 908.
Reversers out. Speed brakes out.
27 right.
And it's slowing down nicely.
Delta 908 Atlantic Tower, continue taxiing
80
Lima
knots.
Juliet. Mike,
Checked.
27 right.
60 knots. Manual braking. Good to go. Reversers off.
Yeah.
Out to the end.
Lima.
Nicely done.
Lima. With Mike to Robin Point from way 27 right.
This guy land beside me? I don't know if he did.
Delta 1890, welcome to Atlanta exit, right, taxi, Sierra Golf, Sierra Charlie, hold short Romeo.
Sierra Golf, Sierra Charlie, and short of Romeo at Delta 1890.
Delta 2806, XP Tango to the ramp, cross runway 27 right.
Tango to the ramp, cross 27 right, Delta 2806, thank you. Alright, Tango to the ramp, let's see, where am I? Alright, so turn to right here. And Tango is going to be a left turn crossover, good to go. Alright, so we start bringing up the flaps. Good deal. And this is Tango straight ahead of me right there. Nice, nice, nice. We can stop the clock. Flight time 1 hour 21 minutes. Good to go. I did get permission to cross the runway. And where's the other Delta? Is out there somewhere. Nice approach, guys. Thank you. We could turn off the landing lights. Runway turn off lights can come off. APU is available. It's good. Got no airplanes on taking off. That's good. We can turn off the pitot heat and the window heat. Good to go there. We can also turn off the APU bleed. I'm sorry, turn on the APU bleed, turn off the engine bleeds. Good to go. All right. I think we landed and brought it in safely. Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Okay, 1890. Let's make a right at Romeo, then a quick left on Romeo 7, cross 27 left on November 6th.
Yeah, I
Hold
think I'll take
short,
that landing, man. Thank
27
you.
right at Sierra.
One of the better ones I've done.
Right Romeo, left Romeo 7. We'll take
park
November
over here to my
6th
left.
and hold
I think over
short
here is for
Romeo
heavies,
7 right for Delta
767s, 777s. I'm all over the 737, so I'll park over here to the left. Just gotta find a vacant gate, and here's one right there. We'll take that vacant gate right there. So let's turn off the taxi lights. Come on. This is not needed. And let's bring in this plane nice and smooth. Slow it down just a little. Follow the marshaller. Perfect. Here we go. She's a beaut. Love this 900. Bring it in slowly. Alright, awesome. Set parking brake.
Delta 2806, I see at the ramp. Thank you for flying within the Atlantic. Thank you. Have a good night, sir.
Thank you very much for your services, Tower. Delta 2806, signing off. Appreciate it. Engine's done. Seatbelt signs can come off. Anti-lift collision come off. And strobe can come down. Listen to that engine wind down, man. Jeez. That is beautiful. Oh, listen to that engine. Yeah, the 900 Ultimate is boss. I gotta tell you. I think I need to update the FMC on it, but other than that, this plane is boss. This plane does it. It really does. It is better than the 800. Absolutely. Wow. And at the end of that, we can come out here and get the ground stuff. Baggage.
Hello, this 908, everyone.
Open up the door. Yeah, awesome. And we can open up the front left door. Good deal.
Delta 1890 cross 27, continue taxi on to Sierra and Lima 7 into the ramp.
Look at that. All this comes with this airplane. Man.
1890 cross 27 right and Lima to the ramp. Delta 1890.
Delta 908, you're leaving my airspace. There's no further ATC services are available. Radar services terminated.
Can't beat this whatsoever.
Good night.
Need to turn off the anti-collision light here. There we go. Where's this guy going? Where you going, buddy? Got mechanic work to do? Look at him go. Nice. Walk out to the cabin. Catering truck. Jet bridge. I mean, he didn't bring the jet bridge in properly. Now my passenger's gonna have to jump over, but it's there. You can even see on the jet bridge the AC if you need it. But that's, oh, here she is. She didn't drive it properly. It's gonna be a flight attendant.
The tower is not closed. Good night.
Pablo Zamora, man. Thanks very much for the subscribe. I appreciate it. Thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks for watching me stream. And anybody who's watching hasn't hit the sub button, go ahead and do that. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. But we are here, folks.